Finally, Avery exits the canals and enters a strange walled-in world with some structure in the center. And for the first time in a while, the exit to this world is obvious. The gate that'll take Avery back to the Great Hall, and hopefully closer to his goal of finding Derlord 3, is just on the other side of this courtyard. But after a few moments of hesitation, Avery turns around and decides to just take a peek into the church.
You are safe here. Rest here. You are safe. Take shelter from that which haunts you. Nothing can reach you here. You are safe. It must be such a fearful thing to fall into a realm of which you do not belong. Worry not. You are safe here.
Avery exits the book and slowly heads outside the church, but he's no longer interested in the gate. He collects a few flowers from a patch by the outside wall and begins roaming around the courtyard, slowly planting flowers at various gravestones, as if in a trance. I didn't censor that footage earlier. I don't know what it said inside that book, but whatever Avery read caused him to slip into some sort of dazed state. He continues to walk around, planting flowers, moving water in and out of this well. And clearing up the ferns outside the church. He then walks, without thought, into this lake and begins to drown. And he repeats this cycle. For 12 hours. For 12 hours straight, Avery walks back and forth along this courtyard, mindlessly planting and replanting flowers, emptying and filling this well, clearing up more and more and more ferns around the church, completely devoid of any emotion, any sign of thought, anything at all. For periods of time, sometimes an hour, he'll just pause, staring at the text. You are safe here.
I don't know who this Derlord 3 guy is, but if he left me this message, I feel like I owe it to him to at least figure out what happened.
There was a trail of blocks, so hopefully following them should lead me to Derlord.
I'm coming, Derlord. Don't you worry.
If not me, then who else? I have to keep going.
I forgot. I'm sorry. I won't forget again. I won't forget.
But the battle isn't over yet. He's one bridge closer to Derlord 3. But to get to him, he still has a ways to go. As Avery kills this drown to get food, we see something interesting in the water. A pattern, and Avery notices it as well. It's likely that this pattern is actually some sort of door that opens up another room, and the button that Avery pressed earlier might have something to do with opening it. He goes around the pond, and on each one of these pillars is another button revealing some valuable block, and Avery lists all of them out. But what to actually do with them isn't obvious. After a bit of thinking, Avery tries simply breaking into the pillars. If this is meant to be a riddle or combination lock, then you can force it open by looking at the wiring. But inside of every single pillar is nothing. It's just a small circuit that reveals the valuable block by opening the trap door. No connection to any sort of larger redstone circuit, except this pillar with the diamond block. Inside it, it has a small tower made of quartz, but it doesn't seem to lead anywhere special. The puzzle must have something to do with the blocks themselves, not with the actual buttons, and Avery is once again stuck in figuring it out.
Screw this. Screw this puzzle.
The block that this door is made of is netherite, the hardest breakable block in all of Minecraft. Without any tools, it takes 4 minutes and 10 seconds to destroy. Very few people would willingly choose to break the netherite here because chances are solving this puzzle would open the door instantly. But Avery is done trying to solve these puzzles how the world wants him to. He's going to find Derlord 3 his own way.
Stupid puzzle.
Avery enters into another world, a library that seems to extend infinitely in every direction. Scattered around it are strange books, but nothing that looks like it was left by Derlord 3. Without any direction, Avery keeps going through the library. But finally, he catches sight of something in the distance.
Only one step left. As there always is. Brother wishes to wait.
You're not a very hard guy to catch, you know, Avery.
It's you.
Me.
I found you.
That you did.
I found you. I was starting to think I'd never find you.
What can I say?
Are you okay? What happened? Why did you leave all that in my world?
Well, I'll be honest, I wasn't in the best state of mind when I left that message.
What do you mean?
Did you read the book?
What book?
The book in the lectern right above us.
Well, you kind of cut me off.
My bad. You should read it.
Okay, one sec. Only one step left. As there always is. Brother wishes to wait. Something's in the air. I do not
hear it. I hear impatience. The weight of the flock. They want it. The one. They call for it. Beg for it. Knock for it. Yet, the key soon turns. Our future awaits. Father has spoken. The final eve is ready. I wish I knew the ritual, but he tells me nothing. It will save us from this old world, show us something new. To speak honestly now, I can hear it in the air when I close his eyes and listen. I woke before dawn to see Brother Aeneas, eyes dark, frozen, whispering, chanting, until he wasn't there. I do not feel well. Father can't know. Dawn has come. Father said nothing. He guided me to it. The altar. I wait there now. Am I to speak to it? They've stepped back. I await the one we are all here for. The king. The king, the king, the king. That writhing thing like night and dawn below. I must write. Drown it out, drown it. I can't hear the tapping. Mend me as one. It was not a door. It was an entrance. I must write quieter. Something fell on me. The impossible maker. It knew all of me. The screams lasted just 3 seconds. They echoed longer into his silence. the wrong god came. We let it. Please, find the doors. Close them all. They will not all look like doors. You will know them when you are close.
What does it mean? It's weird, but what does it mean?
Do you know about the King in Yellow?
No.
Do you know about Haster?
No. Is that the King in Yellow?
Okay, there's unfortunately no way I can put this that doesn't sound a little insane, so bear with me. The thing that the book talks about, the king, I guess, is something unknowable. It's something that shouldn't be able to exist because it is everything that exists. That's what the book is talking about. That's what was behind the gates. But it's not like anything I can describe. It doesn't have a shape, or at least you don't see a shape. When I looked at it, at least, it floods your mind with knowledge. Knowledge it was never meant to hold. Everything that once was, everything that now is, and everything that will be, stuffed into your head. And through that, it shows you that everything that you think you know, your whole reality, is a world that doesn't exist. That everything you think is true is a tiny, tiny, minuscule part of an unknowable whole. You live in an illusion, and it crams all of that truth into a mind far too small to handle it, instantly. And it hurts like a truck.
That was behind the gates?
Yeah.
So, you knew to warn me because...
Because I knew you the second I saw it. I knew you would find this place and post a video.
Are you okay?
Something about this place makes it better. God knows how. That's the interesting part. I know nothing about this place, so much about the real world. Well, the real world, but nothing about here.
So, you're okay?
Well, I feel like my head's gonna explode if I look away from the screen, but as long as I don't do that, then yeah, I'm okay.
How long have you been here?
Couldn't tell you. After I wrote the book, I passed out for a second, but I knew that I would die, or at least not be able to think if I stayed where I was. It's like I could see in my mind all the possible routes I could take, and the only gap in my brain was what would happen if I went back through the gates. So I uploaded the video and went back. I have no idea how long it's been. I have no sense of time anymore.
Well, what do we do now?
Well, I'd ask you to leave.
I'm not
but
leaving.
I know.
There's no way I'm leaving you here.
You know that there's no reason for you to get involved with this.
That thing was in my world. I'm spending my freaking New Year's Eve playing this game. You know what time it is? It's almost midnight. I've been playing this world for 13 hours, looking for you. And you're gonna tell me to leave you here? After all that?
I know, and I appreciate it, but you're getting into something that isn't worth getting into.
Well, why are you getting into it?
I'm already in it, Avery. I saw it. I can't look away from my screen. I might as well figure out something while I'm here.
Okay, so let's figure it out together.
You're putting yourself at risk. For someone you don't even know.
Yeah, I am. And it doesn't matter. You're a person. You looked out for me enough to warn me. And now I'm here. And I'm staying.
So what do you suppose we do?
You're the guy who knows everything now.
Okay, I guess that's true. Did you see what the book said?
Well, it said a lot of things.
Right. Some group of people was trying to summon this thing. Some idiots, mind you. They saw it too. At least the one writing did, and he left us a clue. to close the doors.
Like the doors in the giant hallway?
Right, maybe. But I wager that the giant door at the end of the hall might be the more interesting one.
Right. So we have to get to it.
I think so. And just like that, that's the end of Avery's footage. That's all we get. It just goes black, right as we learn what happened to Derlord 3, right as we see him again. He's gone. But there's a lead. Because that random clutter of letters that Derlord 3 sent earlier in the chat, that's a Google Drive link. And finally, we get to see what Derlord saw. What happened to him all this time. The footage opens with Derlord 3 writing in a book. He confirms everything that we heard him tell Avery, that the creature he saw behind the gates, the king, if you will, forced an unknowable truth into his mind. We can catch a glimpse of the other pages in his journal, but he doesn't ever go back to them. In fact, it's quite the opposite. He confirms what we know, that this place, this realm of the king, somehow makes the pain bearable. That when he looks away from the screen, he feels like he's losing his mind, but staring at the computer in this world is somehow keeping him sane. He tries talking in chat and pausing the game, but the pain is too much. He mentions the only thing he has for food are some smoothies in the fridge by his computer, but he can't turn away from the screen without the pain coming back. He just has to reach in and hope there's still more. But left without anything else to do, curiosity gets the best of him, and he decides to head through the first gate. We're back. We've seen this place before, but Derlord goes a different direction from where we saw Avery go, also seemingly unaware of the danger hidden in these mountains. It's gone. But this time, it's different. Derlord doesn't panic, and instead, he begins to experiment. Carefully, he walks across the next bridge, looking around at every nearby mountain, waiting for one to vanish. And it never does. Until he steps on the next one. One of the mountains that used to be connected, it's gone, but it's not the one that Derlord came from. Curiously, he looks around. The mountains are quiet, so he begins mining. He gathers plenty of moss before continuing on to the next bridge, experimenting further. Maybe you figured it out too. The mountains were never disappearing randomly, nor were they ever hunting you down. There's rules. Derlord can place blocks, break blocks, walk on bridges, walk on his own blocks. But the moment he steps onto a new mountain, another one gets deleted. It's not necessarily the one he came from, it's a random neighbor. And Derlord seems to get that too. There's just one more thing he has to test. When a mountain has multiple neighbors, one gets deleted. But when a mountain only has one, it gets deleted. So Derlord is completely safe as long as he places his own blocks. But that all raises another question. What happens if a mountain has no neighbors? Using these rules, Derlord creates mountains all around him, bridging gaps to new ones and even bringing back old ones. Breaking connections, making connections, until finally, he sees it. The tree.
Derlord?
Avery, how did you get here? Why are you here? Didn't you read the book?
I wanted to find you. I had to make sure you were alright.
You need to disconnect, Avery. You didn't see it, did you?
See what?
You need to delete this world.
What about you?
I'll be okay. You just need to go.
Don't you want to look around at least? What even is this place?
You need to leave.
We can't look around?
You want to explore?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. But this can't be Avery. We saw Avery's footage. We know that Avery and Derlord meet in the library, not here in the mountains, which means that this Avery must be a fake. And Derlord seems to realize that too. Maybe by the way that it's speaking, but regardless, this is not Avery. Avery, do you know how this world works?
Not really.
Okay, there are 3 rules. If a mountain has more than one neighbor, and you step on it, a random neighbor gets deleted. If a mountain has one neighbor, and you step on it, that mountain gets deleted.
Right.
And if a mountain has no neighbors, and you step on it, it generates new neighbors.
Yeah.
What do you make of that?
I mean, it seems consistent. It makes sense to me. Reminds me of that one thing. Like, Kanye's something.
Conway's Game of Life?
Yeah, that.
Close. But you're wrong. There's actually a 4th rule as well.
There is?
You can actually control which of the neighbors gets deleted. It's not random.
Wouldn't that go against the logic?
Maybe. But this world is illogical, and it's too limiting to think like that.
So, how do you control it?
Simple. You ask. Just say a number in chat. It starts with the mountain you came from and goes clockwise. Here. Want to try it?
Sure.
Here, try it. Say 2, and that one over there will delete.
2.
Idiot. Be a more convincing Avery next time. Derlord explains how if the fake Avery appeared as soon as he saw the tree and immediately tried to distract him, chances are that tree is exactly where he doesn't want Derlord to go. So, of course, that's exactly where he's going. How the king even conjured up a fake Avery is something I couldn't tell you. And if you don't know what just happened, the trap was something that Derlord had set earlier, just in case. Using his green blocks, he pretended that this mountain had 2 bridges, when in reality, it only had 1. But Derlord 3 isn't done here just yet. Just in case anyone tries to follow him, he leaves a false trail leading to the lower gate, because as he says, a gut instinct is telling him to search one more thing. So he goes up. After taking the top gate, Derlord ends up considerably far, on a bridge we never saw Avery stand on. And the next gate takes him to yet another familiar location. Something about this world is wrong. I can't place it, but something feels awful. And just like Avery, he too can't resist the temptation of checking the church. Except Derlord's reaction is different. The words are censored here too, but they don't have the same effect on him as they did on Avery. If anything, he's just disgusted. I don't want to stay in here for too long. I can only imagine what'll happen. But as he's about to leave, he changes his mind. And after thinking for a few moments, he decides what he wants to write. And heads into the next gate. Like Avery, he too makes it to the floating island, noting that for some strange reason he's losing hunger. He flips each of the trapdoors, noting the block underneath. And then he doesn't say anything. Thinking. Until he makes a pickaxe and tries digging around the door. But it's to no avail. There's netherite on all sides. He gives up on digging and tries breaking into each one of the pillars. But it's the same thing we've already seen. Redstone and no solution or hints. Except for one. The diamond block pillar. Derlord lets the zombie out and goes inside, but there's nothing to find here. This is the only pillar with diamond, but it's not even the only unique block, and just like the others, it's empty. So, fully stumped, Derlord sits and thinks. The zombie isn't burning. When exposed to direct sunlight in Minecraft, zombies burn 100% of the time. But somehow, this zombie stopped. Despite being directly under the sun and burning before, it's totally fine. Minecraft follows rules. This doesn't just happen, and Derlord immediately realizes what it means. Something is blocking the sunlight. Usually, if any block was there, you'd see it right away, but there's one block in Minecraft that doesn't render in if you're standing far enough away, and yet has the ability to shade zombies from direct sunlight. Shulker boxes. Now, it's impossible to know how high in the sky these shulkers actually are, but if they're up there, then it means they aren't just casting a shadow onto the zombie. They're also casting it onto the water. So all Derlord has to do to see them is turn down his brightness. And there it is. Shadows in the shape of arrows and a ring, all pointing to one spot in the ground, completely invisible without the lower brightness. The same conversation with Avery unfolds, nothing we haven't seen before. But any second now, something should happen.
You are awake. You shouldn't be. You are awake, but you are alone. There is only darkness for you. There is no hope. There is no future. And this is only the beginning. Today, 724 days after the Genesis,
I will fuse with the vessel and finally escape this digital realm. And then your world will belong to its king. The vessel must remain intact. Its mind must remain clean. You may have moved it, but it will return. As for you, you are nothing. A human has no place in the business of gods. How fearful it must have been to fall into a realm of which you do not belong. I will remove you. Now, sleep.